We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Cardi B is receiving backlash from a content creator, Samira, after the content creator stated that Cardi B should be removed as the brand ambassador for Old Navy. Now, I didn't even know people still shopped at Old Navy, but I guess it's still around. Now, this content creator also has previously had issues with Cardi B because Cardi B last year was joking with her fans, calling them FAT, because all the large and extra large shirts from her merch for her tour were selling out. Now, Cardi B has recently went off on this content creator, but this is what she said last year about the joke.
God damn, shut up already. Like, it's not that serious. Not everything is revolutionary. Not everything has to have a crazy outrage. I already did a video. I told you it's not that serious. Like, what do you want me to do? Get on my fucking knees and apologize? I'm not apologizing for a fucking jokey joke. That it wasn't even about you. It was something about me and my fans. Like, that's it. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. I'm not getting on my knees. No, I'm not reading a book. No, I'm not nothing. You see, like, sometimes when people are being genuine, y'all don't like when people are being genuine. Because I genuinely did a video like, hey, it's not that serious. I make fun of everybody. I even make fun of myself. I don't really care if you skinny, if you big, if you that, if you this. I always use anybody as the butt of the joke, like, all the time. Like, he ain't never to hurt nobody. Like, it's like, people make fun of me all the time. I got to the point that I don't even care anymore, because it's like, who cares? Love yourself. If you content with yourself, you don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. Like, it's like what? Like, if you're part of my family, bitch, you will be crying. You will be crying. They make fun of everything and everybody. Like, it doesn't matter. And then it's like, when you push, it makes people remember, like, you know what? Eat one. Like, it's like, no, it's not good enough. No, it's not this. You want a fake apology? You want a fake I'm sorry? You want a fake kissing ass? You want a fucking fake gift basket?
Now, since the same content creator has called out Old Navy and Cardi B for joining forces together and her becoming an ambassador, even though she's a terrible influence on Black culture and just naturally younger people in general, unfortunately, Cardi B has clapped back at the influencer again. She said, I don't mess with nobody for real, but trying to take money out my pockets is like taking chicken nuggets out my kid's mouth. Trust, I become a whole demon about coins. No move that. I think brands will continue to be delusional and work with Cardi B, even though, to me, Cardi B is not a great representation for female rap. And no shade, I don't think she helps sells anything. Like, remember, she had the whip shots. What happened to that? That flopped. Remember the Playboy deal that she had? That flopped. Nobody really talks about her hair care line. Everybody talks about Sacred. So to me, I don't feel like she's as marketable as people are trying to portray. But I do think brands think that at first until the numbers come in. Just like everybody thought this song was going to be top 10 in the song of the summer, and it's not even going top 20 on the Hot 100 because people really don't care about Cardi B like that in the real world. Now, Ckiminaj has 3 of the 5 most streamed female rap songs in July on Spotify. Beauty and the Beat is currently the most streamed female rap song in July. Okay, that's the song with her and Justin. Then we got 7 by Scratch Off. And what was his name? John Cook. Even though that's John Cook and BTS influence. Because Scratch Off can't even chart. Nicki dropped a song right now. She could chart. Scratch Off. Unfortunately, she's still, bubbling under with Doja Cat. And OK is fire. I like that song, OK. Y'all not supporting it. So is y'all not me. Side to Side with Nicki and Queen Ari. Then we got Starships by Nicki Minaj and Women by Doja Cat. Okay? So Nicki Minaj got 3 in the top 5 most streamed songs in July. And probably going to be the whole summer because, everybody loved Beauty and the Beat. It was unfortunate that Nicki Minaj and Justin couldn't, do a performance together for the fans, because that would have been iconic. But the point of the matter is clear as day that Nicki Minaj is still in high demand. Now, Titanic Records is a little bit worried, considering that Cardi B's new song that was supposed to be the song of the summer, according to Cardi B fans and the general public, is only going to chart at number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100. Unfortunately, it won't be going top 10, despite Cardi B saying her words, or well, technically Partisan Fontaine's words, but that her records live in the top 10. She said that her records live in the top 10, but that's not the case. So Titanic is a little bit worried. They are going to try to see if, doing a music video will increase the streams, possibly a remix. Let me know who you guys want on the remix. But they're like, Nicki Minaj having the most streamed song, and she hasn't put out music 2 years. That they feel some type of way about that. They don't like that Nicki Minaj still has a lot of impact. Now, the Carters are facing backlash. As we know, Camel Face and Beyonce put out the remix to Morning Dew Donk. A lot of fans are not happy that Jay-Z called his wife Beyonce a bitch in the song. Okay, a lot of people feel like that was disrespectful. And, people were saying, well, Scratch Off got clowned for saying, 21 calling her his bitch. And then remember, people clowned Rihanna when A$AP refers to Rihanna as his bitch. But, now Camel Face is getting dragged in. Here's my thing. I think when it comes to rappers, that's how they refer to any woman that they're dealing with. They're always going to say my bitch. They never going to say my woman. That's what happens when you get a man from the hood. No shade. I wouldn't expect no man from New York that was selling crack when he was a teenager to have any respect for his wife, especially when he had several affairs on Beyonce. No shade. I don't think that Camel Face is a good example for a good husband. Okay? He's a ghetto hood rat that just so happened to become a billionaire. That's just my opinion on Camel Face. I always thought he was overhyped. I like Nas better. Nas has class. Camel Face is also being accused of using Beyonce to repair his image. A fan said Beyonce is all hands on deck trying to rehab Camel Face's image and tries to use her good favor to do it. But it makes her look crazy. But she don't care. She would give her life to that man. Another fan says she needs to stop letting that man use her songs to air out his frustration with certain people. Is getting tired at the point. I think they meant to say at this point. Are y'all unbothered or not? If he wants to respond, do it on his own songs. I want Beyonce to keep her release cohesive. This was unnecessary. Now, in my opinion, I understand why the Beehive is upset. I feel like musically, Camel Face is not as hot as he used to be, even though he just did, I think, 3 stadium shows. But if he put out music today, it probably wouldn't even go top 50. Okay? I feel like he is way past his prime. It is no shade. It's no shade, but he is way past his prime. And at the end of the day, he doesn't have the relevancy to be carrying on the way he does. I actually think because he's with Beyonce, he has been more relevant probably in the last 20 years. And it's no shade. I think that Beyonce keeps Camel Face relevant to the public eye, but her fans and the new music fans, Gen Z, the younger generation of artists do not care about Camel Face. And the thing, he was throwing a lot of shots, allegedly at Nicki, Dame Dash, and Camel Face, but every time he do a freestyle, he throws shots at them. It's getting redundant. Saying all people do is tweet and y'all keep getting richer and richer and the hate is only on the internet. That's for every celebrity. The hate is always going to be on the internet. In real life, a lot of people have fans, except probably Scratch Off and probably Megan Thee Stallion. Their fans are more on the internet than they are in real life. But I feel like, You sneak dissing Drake and Nicki Minaj and Dame Dash still, and Nicki and Drake are paying you dust. Now, I do believe, I don't care what nobody says, that Nicki and Drake eventually will respond. But because it took Camel Face so long to respond, they're not going to go on his time. They're going to go on their time. Now, as we know, Rihanna posted on Instagram, "My ex in the studio," after a man was side-eyeing her while she was twerking on A$AP the Colorist. Now, allegedly, Rihanna does have a similar Needed Me Part 2 for Champagne Thickums. If you know the song Needed Me, it was a diss, not at Champagne Thickums, at somebody else. But basically, she was sunning a person that she previously dated who couldn't get over her. Not Champagne Thickums. But allegedly, she got a part 2 coming because at the end of the day, she feel as though Drake keeps dissing her relationship with A$AP the Colorist and she's sick of it. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, A$AP the Colorist, he did an interview with Messy Lee. He responded to Champagne Thickums, who basically said, "Yo, baby mama didn't even post her single." This is what he had to say.
Wait, let me say this. Okay. This is the problem, though. If she would have posted my album, everybody would have been like, "You only went #1 because your girl posted She not on my fucking album. Like, you know what I'm saying? What single she supposed to be posting? She posted my album.
Right.
After it went #1.
Wait, but can I just do something real quick? Hold on. Give it up for a #1 album.
Now, I understand what A$AP the Colorist is trying to say. And even though that may have been true, I also feel like you also went #1 because you're with Rihanna. And the reason why I believe this is because his last album, Testing, which came out, in 2018, did 75,000 first week, 13,000 in per sales, and did not go #1. No shade. So I do feel like A$AP being attached to Rihanna has helped his career greatly, whether he wants to admit it or not. But if Rihanna ever dumps him tomorrow, which I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm just saying, if she ever dumped him tomorrow, his career would come tumbling down, okay? Because she's the main star in the relationship. So I do feel like that needs to be acknowledged, that people will support you based on the vicinity that you have with their fave. It happens all the time. You know, for instance, Meek Mill got a lot of support when he was with Nicki Minaj. Now that he's not with Nicki Minaj, when's the last hit Meek Mill had? Even Drake couldn't save him. Cardi B couldn't save him. Okay? Like, at the end of the day, his career skyrocketed when he was with Nicki. Not saying that he wasn't known. He was known before Nicki, but he got more mainstream success when he was with Nicki Minaj. It happens all the time. Now, A$AP the Colorist also addressed the Met Gala fiasco or controversy when it came to him and Rihanna having an alleged argument in their Sprinter. Take a listen.
Filmed you guys in the Sprinter through the glass, and it looked like you guys were arguing. What was that?
We was just talking.
Yeah.
I don't know what we was talking about, but we was talking. Even if we was arguing, it's just like, why the fuck is so nosy on some weird shit?
Yeah.
But I don't think we had a argument that night.
Yeah.
You know, I would have remembered that. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers was exhausted.
Now, I think A$AP the Colorist is lying. Obviously, he's not going to tell the full truth, but he even just said, no shade, you know, motherfuckers is nosy. Like, what if we were arguing, people are nosy? Well, you guys are celebrities. I mean, yes, people are nosy, but you guys are also celebrities. You know, if Camel Face got beat up at the Met and that was recorded, unfortunately, nothing would be off limits. Now, I saw him looking towards the right when he was saying a lot of that stuff, so that lets me believe that he isn't completely telling the truth. Now, unfortunately, Megan Thee Stallion gets put on blast by Blueface's baby mama for allegedly getting in his drawers and allegedly sucking him up, according to his baby mama.
Okay, Megan Thee Stallion. She sucked him up, so I mean, I guess that makes sense. I'm sorry. That was the tequila.
I'm gonna
get your iPad, bro.
Have mine.
Oh well.
I'm like, damn. Megan, goodness gracious, the coochie management is just not great over there. I like Megan, but why the hell were you sleeping with Blueface? And please tell me this is not recent, okay? Like, I like Megan, but her Carfax, her roster is terrible. Tory Lanez, Tory Craig, DaBaby, okay? DaBaby said he smashed. Klay Thompson, cheating ass. Partisan Fontaine, Crawford, allegedly. Then somebody mentioned that allegedly she was sleeping with her manager, T Ferris. I think Nikki revealed that. The Carfax are terrible because the thing about Megan, none of these are W's. These are all L's. When are you gonna get your W? I just like, goodness gracious, please stop being a hoe, Megan. In 2027, I don't want to hear about nobody else that you sleeping with. Please, please. And people going to say, oh, she just gave him head. She didn't sleep with him. I'm sure he smashed after he got the head. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon on Queen Bee, Campbell Face, Ariana, if she's really going to rehab. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.